Good morning, guys. My name is Daniel Homans, and I'm running for the position of Vice President in the Gonzaga Sports Management Club. Just to tell you guys a little bit about myself, I'm actually a first-year graduate student here at Gonzaga, studying sports management and athletic administration. I'm in the same cohort as Chris, our president, and Ray, our vice president. And I've had the unique opportunity to kind of pick their brain a little bit and really get to know them and their vision for this club. Obviously, Chris and Ray have been here from the beginning, kind of bringing this club up and getting it to where it is today. And so when I talked to them, I wanted to know, you've gotten us here, where do you see this going from here? And the main thing that I've gotten from both of them is just to stay the course, just keep growing, keep pushing, keep expanding. So I want to tell you guys a little bit first about myself and then a little bit about my personal vision for the club. So I was born and raised in California, specifically Oakland, California, which is in the San Francisco Bay Area for you guys that don't know. I'm a basketball junkie. I played basketball my whole life. I was a 4-year captain at my high school, Bay Area Technology. And I've always loved, the ins and outs of the game. And I love the NBA. I'm a big Celtics fan, unfortunately, at times, but it is what it is. A little bit about my background. I have always been passionate about sports. I was part of a sports management club in high school as well. I was actually our vice president there as well. So I want to continue that momentum that I've been building in sports leadership into a career. And I actually just accepted yesterday a position with the Spokane Indians, which are, for you guys who don't know, it's a minor league baseball team here in Spokane. It's actually a Colorado Rockies single A affiliate. So I'll be working in the press box there as the music coordinator for this upcoming summer. I'm really looking forward to that as well. So a little bit about my vision for this club. So as your vice president, my primary objective is to continue to grow the club, continue to build membership, continue to establish relationships with leaders in the sports industry. And that's reaching out to as many people as I can and just say, hey, listen, we would love to just pick your brain and just have you come and talk to us for, an hour or whatever you can spare, honestly, because I think that with the sports industry, the more doors that you can knock on, the more opportunity that you're going to have down the road, because you never know which door is going to be the one that leads to that job. So for me personally, as your vice president, putting as many of these industry leaders and coaches and scouts and whatever in front of you is the higher possibility that you're going to end up with a position or at least a connection that could lead to a position. So that's my goal, is continue to build the club, continue to build the network of the club, and continue to build your guys as members network going forward. Another piece of that is I really want to push for the club to gain a bigger recognition on campus. And that's being recognized as one of the premier clubs on campus, because as we grow and as we continue to become a larger club, it's important that people start to recognize us as such. So that's building up the notoriety of the club, making sure that, you guys have what you need, really giving you guys a voice as members to kind of push this club in your own direction. Obviously, we're applying for leadership positions, but the most important part of being a leader is making sure that your constituency or the people who you're leading have a voice in what you're trying to build as well. So that's a big part of what I want to do as vice president, is I want to make sure that you guys have a voice in this club and your input is being heard and being kind of emphasized as we keep going. And the last piece that I want to touch on is just the fundraising efforts. I think it's important that we continue to build the fundraising bank and just come up with ideas and continue to grow the club, both from a membership perspective, but also from a fundraising perspective. I mean, the more fundraising that we can accomplish, the farther that we're going to go. And I know I have some great ideas that I would love to tell you guys more about. And I know that you guys have some great ideas. So again, that's just getting your guys' input, the board's input, and coming up with some ideas that I know we're capable of putting together that would really grow the club. So as your vice president, if you vote for me, what you're going to be getting is a hard worker, a diligent worker, someone who's committed to this club, someone who's responsive, someone who's available, someone who has existing connections that I want to bring to this club. And I want to continue to take this club in the direction that it was designed with. And I think that's possible. And I think that we can do it together.